Hello, Froggy here, and today we'll be exploring the intro mission of Season of the Deep. If you've got this on any of your other characters, you can launch it yourself, but it is joinable if you've got a buddy who can launch it, or if you want to swap characters. I will, as usual, be using a Titan. So the first thing we're going to want to do is a little bit of sequence breaking so that we can avoid the joining allies that comes with later mission triggers. To do that, we're going to avoid going into this building. This maneuver is a little bit tricky. It definitely took me a bunch of tries to get, but right around the side of the building there you can get out of the turnbacks. I find it easiest to have your shoulder charge and an eager edge sword. Just change directions right here and you should be good. Now we just need to make it to the main arena area. With the sequence break, we shouldn't have any interruptions.
Is that the derelict?
Hey, gang! Heard there was a party, and I thought I'd pop on by and see what the fuss is all about.
This is a rescue mission for Deputy Commander Sloan. Get off the line.
Oh, great! She owes me a drink.
A drink?
Would I lie?
Well, I guess we can't count on the drifter not interrupting. Anyways, we should be on our own now. We're going to be heading into the diving section in that support leg there. Luckily, because of the sequence break, we have no taken to deal with at this section here, so we don't have to worry about any of the joining allies that you would normally get if you try to stray too far. The doors here don't open, but luckily that won't affect us too much. There is a hole to get out of the map right around here. Just because we don't have any joining allies doesn't mean we have no turnbacks. So you will have to be a little fast here to get to the next part. But we've got eager edge, so that is pretty class agnostic. I would recommend going off to the side here to get your full turnback counter. Just speed over to the side and you should be good. Now, somewhere around here you can just slide on the ground and continue going down, but always takes me a little bit to run into where that is. Thanks to Skyshock and Denevik for exploring this area with me. I definitely know that wasn't the first to get down here, especially considering that I caught glimpses of Bach Minetti's stream going down here on day 1 of the expansion. But always fun to look around no matter how late into the season it is. Anyways, maybe it was more to the back? Not there. Maybe all the way around. Aha! There we go. As soon as you drop down here, you will find yourself in the methane. Everyone is always going to call that water, including me, so I apologize ahead of time. So, getting out of this section can be a bit annoying. Ideally, you'll get a spawn point down here, which will give you more time to jump at the edges. So I would recommend avoiding the natural instinct to hop continuously, which I picked up around the time that we were doing pocket finishers and had to closely control our respawn points. But maybe that's just me. I like jumping. But if you do walk around on the ground, you should manage to respawn down here, which gives you a lot more time to jump out. You want to make your way towards your nearest edge, and the cold surfaces are a bit annoying to jump around, so it is quite easy to kind of get stuck. Just try to guess at where the walls are, and you can kind of see some of the contours to jump up. But if you can, I would try to make it out of there in a single jump. Just keep trying to head for the edge along whatever ground you can see, and you should eventually make it. Now, one of the nice things about the water is that if you respawn far enough away from it, you won't have the water effects anymore. And by water, I mean methane. Maybe I should just call it liquid or something so I stop forgetting. Anyways, down here we have an old friend. Just gonna regen a little bit of sword ammo. Keeping that in because someone inevitably always asks how I get my ammo back. But, you know, just swapping around your sword ammo perks. Not sure what this part is. It might be where you go after you teleport back from the derelict. Or that might be the derelict? I wasn't really able to confirm because the mission teleports are a bit tricky. Anyways, let's go see about getting close to the donut monsters. There is a pretty large selection to choose from, but I'm going to be heading over to this side where there are quite a few. You can also see some familiar elements from the skybox from back when Titan was a destination. Like that red lightning over there. Back with the Quantum Finisher, could box break out of Titan and get pretty close to that, so that was pretty cool back in the day. The intro mission managed to bamboozle me pretty hard. Right after everyone was announcing which zone of Titan they had zoned into, I got the Destination Unlocked toast and was so excited to revisit all the old areas. Oh, got a little bit of a barrier surf there. But yeah, ended up being for some destination we already have, and as expected, we didn't get Public Titan back, but we did get a lot of donut monsters. So, at least we've got that going for us for the rest of the year, at least. And there's always the ones on Savathun's Throneworld. Can't quite touch these because we're at the corner of the box, but oh well. It's still a lot of them to see at once. Let's go see how close we can get to that land down there. I'm sure there's probably a funnel somewhere, but I wasn't able to stumble into it. But do let me know if you find a way to get down there without the regular mission triggers, or at least if you manage to confirm where it is. Unfortunately, if you die in the Drifter ship segment, you don't get to respawn, which is kinda weird. But yeah, that might be the very end of the mission. I don't know. Anyways, have fun checking it out for yourself, and definitely let me know if you manage to make it down there, because puddles are always pretty neat.